Hello.
Hi.
And welcome.
Yes,
Shit.
welcome to The Last Word, our podcast where we
Shit.
talk about various things and
I got
ramble as
shot.
if. God damn it, Caleb. Our
As you were saying.
podcast where we
Our
talk about
podcast.
God damn it. Welcome to the shittiest intro we've ever had so far.
Are we doing a podcast?
This is this is what we're doing.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Oh,
Last I
that makes
fucking
sense.
checked. Look, last I checked, as long if it's two or more people fucking talking about what the fuck ever they give a shit about,
Oh, you
and
bitch.
it's labeled podcast, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
So anyway,
No, I'm
hello
just busting your
and
balls, right?
welcome to The Last Word, our podcast where we talk about various things and ramble as if the words we speak are our very last. We are your host, Alake, Ghost of the Crowd, and Cheese Puff Gaming with friends. I just realized I don't have the and friends pulled up.
happens. I gotta turn Overwatch down. There we go.
There we go.
Alrighty, yes. Hi, hello. My name is Cheese Puff YT, the Cheesy Man, the Cheesy Bawiti, and the Easy Yeezy Cheesy.
It's so cheesy.
Potiti.
It's so cheesy.
Thank you.
That's
That's
so
what I was
cheesy,
going
cheese.
for. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
That's what we were going for.
You've accomplished it.
And I think so. Let's go ahead and just like fucking. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Why did that record a clip? That's weird.
No, apparently it's not
pretty
pretty
good.
good. You're having a lot of technical difficulties. It sounds like.
Nah, we good.
Yeah.
It's running good now. It just wasn't. It wasn't having a good time whenever it was in borderless window. I don't know how to aim.
I got shower candies.
Nice, same. I got sweet tarts.
That's not
That's so
sour.
It can be sour. If you're a
Explain.
bitch.
Oh, God, I would hate to. I would hate to be that big of a fucking bitch if sweet tarts are sour.
I mean, to an extent.
Like, in all fairness, what I'm eating is what I'd barely consider like actually sour.
Man,
What do
we're
you
really
eat?
getting our ass reamed right now.
Cause like I got
I
like
know,
the
right?
Sour Patch Kids strawberries.
Oh, those aren't too bad. They
Yeah,
just
no,
make
they're-
my mouth feel kind of weird after
Yeah,
a while.
no, those aren't
of
really
eating 'em.
even that sour, especially compared to just regular fucking Sour Patch Kids.
Oh yeah.
But like, but yeah, no, fucking actual sour is like fucking Warheads or some shit, which I've never even really had. I don't think.
I don't think you want to do that to warheads. You might get a rash.
What? Oh, god damn it! Stop giving me shit for the way I talk. Me not know do English good like you be do, and I fucking live here.
No, it's okay. Trust me, you can ask anybody else in here. That I do that to everybody.
Yes, it does. I'll second that.
So it's not just you. It's everybody. 'Cause it's
But-
fun.
oh.
Holy shit, we're good.
For context, on my end, everyone else in here but me is playing what, Overwatch?
Overwatch.
Yeah. I'm not playing because I'm trying
He
to.
could be.
I could,
He could.
but let's be real here. I'm damn sure that if I opened up the Blizzard launcher or whatever the fuck it's called,
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably have like a 3-hour fucking update.
Probably.
Because
Oh,
that's
shit.
usually how fucking Overwatch is, and that's part of why I stopped fucking playing it, because it just
No.
took forever to fucking update. But yeah, no. Also, where are
excuse
our manners? Did everyone else in the call want to introduce themselves?
My name is Justin. Hi.
And he's a ginger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Alright,
that gives a lot of context.
The beautiful beard.
Wow, we are literally going to lose. There's no way in hell.
Probably.
There's
no way.
Did everyone else
This is
get out of
why
the...
I found out the reason why I don't like going to open queue, and this is the reason why.
Nah, open queues is the best.
No, it's not. It's the worst.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the worst.
great.
Because
No, it's
nobody
wonderful.
can. It's so hard because nobody can figure out what they want to do.
That's
But,
that's the joy of it, because you got to learn what you want to do and how you want to do it, and then you go.
But yeah, so
Jeez, why do you always have a reasoning about everything that you want to do?
Well, the reasoning behind the reasoning is that the reasoning reasons itself with the
ah!
reason. Yeah, exactly.
You see,
uh,
uh, you see, the thing about that is,
it's like whenever you're writing a paper and you just don't know what else to put, so you repeat the
oh
same
no,
thing 20
it's,
different times in different ways.
oh, you're talking about fucking filler space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lied. I invited you.
But yeah, no. So if anyone
Yes.
remembers from last week, we finished off the podcast episode by talking about how this episode we were gonna do the topic of aliens. We fucking lied. Like we
You,
were gonna do that, but then we changed our minds, and instead we're gonna talk about ghosts, ghoulies. That's right. We're talking about you, ghosts and ghoulies. We're talking about
Spooky, spooky,
spooky shit.
woo, spooky, spooky.
man, I used to be scared shitless of ghosts.
Used to.
Oh, really?
Used to. I'm not anymore.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
so I don't scare you? Not a bit?
No, no.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad that
You
our
worry
friend...
me at times.
Oh,
but you
well,
don't scare.
oh, well, okay, fair. Good. I still have some fucking effect on you. Because the thing is, like, I'll be at fucking work and walk up to a coworker and start to ask them a question. I'll be like, hey, or it's like, hey, Laney, can you... And then they just fucking jump and just, like, go, ah, God, you scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, I have that effect on people.
Hey, Alexa, cancel. Fuck, that's my
But,
pizza. God damn it.
Oh no.
But,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Fucking...
You guys may not have a healer.
That's fine.
Yeah, so we're back.
Do I need to
Alexa. Alright,
switch?
Hey, Alexa, cancel.
Oh.
Do whatever you want.
Alexa?
No, we got 2 healers.
God dang it.
I'm
Wait a-
sorry.
oh.
Mm-hmm. But
but
yeah,
yeah,
no,
no.
like I don't know, stuff like that. Like I mean, still, when it comes to like movies and shit, whenever they've got like all the spiritual stuff, I mean that
Yeah.
still kind of gets to me because obviously, I mean, it's real, you know. So I mean,
Yeah.
that part gets a little more like, don't know how I feel about that,
Right.
but like in IRL,
Oh.
it's not bad.
You okay, Taylor?
Yeah, I'm
I've seen too
everything-
much shit that doesn't really affect me anymore.
Right. But like, so the real question on hand, going off of that, like you said,
Yeah.
it used to affect you. Do you
Mhm.
believe in ghosts?
Oh, 100%.
Same. I mean, if I fucking didn't, well, this would be fucking awkward for me to fucking exist, and wouldn't it?
Just a little bit.
In the sense of like my fucking channel being the name of that it is, because
I mean,
really
it could still be like a play on words.
I mean, for the most part, it really fucking is. But the
Yeah.
thing is, part of it is also me just liking ghosts and spooky shit and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Oh yeah. Me too.
That and
Like,
calling my audience ghosts and ghoulies is partly because of the name that I have for my channel, but also is a joke about how I basically, for the most part, not saying that I don't, because I do
Mhm.
have a like small amount of subscribers and followers and stuff.
yeah.
But it's more so a joke about how I don't have any fucking... Like, I'll start up a stream and not have, like, anybody fucking show up. It's like, thanks for being here, ghosts. But, you know,
I always try to be there if I'm
I
wherever. Oh god.
I definitely fucking totally believe in them, mainly just because of personal experiences.
Yeah.
That and
Yeah. Same.
as archaic as it can be, like all
Mhm.
ghosts just really would explain a lot of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what I will say that like in the past, like there's some funny fucking things in history of like a lot of illnesses and shit. It's just like they'd go see a doctor and then the doctor would just like check them up and everything. They'd be like, "Yeah,
Mhm.
no, you got ghosts in your blood. Here, drink this snake oil and it'll be good." And it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah. A lot of medicine back then didn't make a whole lot of sense because we didn't
No.
know. They didn't know what the heck they were doing.
hell no. But fucking it's really fucking just crazy to me. Like,
Yeah,
what about
Oh,
anybody else
did
here
it bring
believe in
all you guys
ghosts?
back with me?
I think so.
Whoops.
What about
Okay.
you, Justin, Ricky?
Do I?
You guys believe in ghosts?
Um, no.
No?
Until I see some evidence of actual ghost
Like
activities.
like in
Makes
your face,
sense.
actual like personal stuff?
Hey.
It's kind of how I was until I had it happen.
I'm
What
from the
the
Show Me
balls?
State.
What?
Were we not in a game? I thought we
Fucking
were in a game.
no. Wait,
Oh,
were you guys in the game? I have no idea,
I
honestly.
thought so.
I was gone because I had to go get my pizza.
Oh, that's
Should
funny.
just drag you guys from that game.
Yeah. I was like, I thought we were in a game. What's going on?
Whoops. The other guy's gonna be like, what the fuck just happened?
So
Whoops.
like
Oh,
so going off of that then,
hi,
since
buddy.
we have people here that like do and don't believe in them,
Mhm.
like for those that do or don't regardless, what do you think ghosts are like specifically? Like, I mean, you could get all spiritual about it and be like, "Oh, they're literally the souls of people. What the fuck are you talking about?" Or it's like
Mhm.
you could get logical with it for like if you've had experiences but still don't believe in just like an actual supernatural ghost, like what do you think they would technically be, or how do you think they even exist, or whatever?
I'll let somebody else go first on
I
this one.
really have no idea on that, honestly. I think
Gotcha,
they're just
gotcha.
kind of hard. If it was real, I think it'd be something where, damn it, they didn't go over there. Something where be the ghosts of people that died or didn't make it to heaven. I guess that's probably pretty much the exact reason. Like
Yeah.
the reason for ghosts, the meaning definition, I should say.
Like for me, because like I do believe
Oh,
in
I'm dead.
ghosts, and like obviously they'd be like spirits of those who have passed, but have but the reason why they just exist is because
Oh,
for
here's a
some
snack.
reason or another they can't move on, whether it's they can't let go of their life that they had, or they're attached to something in the material world or something like that, going off of
No.
spiritual things. But like there's also the scientific part of my mind that's like it has to logically like explain everything, like what is the makeup of a ghost. And it's just like I can kind
Well,
of see. Yes, Caleb.
no, you're fine. I was gonna say because like regarding that, you know, oh shit, I did. There's been more and more studies and more. I don't know if you really want to call it evidence, but like there's a lot more research and stuff like that going on
Uh-huh.
into like fourth dimensional type stuff,
I love it.
especially with the whole aliens type of thing.
Yeah.
Um, because that kind of ties in with the aliens, because I feel like they're similar to ghosts in a way,
I mean, they're
and
both
not a way that
technically
we can.
considered supernatural.
Yeah, because like it's not in a way that we can like really scientifically understand right now with the way that we understand things.
Hmm.
Get this deal with or Mercy.
Because like
You bitch.
the way, no, you're fine. The way we understand things is right now in a like 3D type plane. It's kind of hard for us to wrap our heads around something that could be like I mean, like a fourth dimensional type plane that we don't really understand or really see. Obviously, because we just haven't been fully opened up to that.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, something kind of like that. You know, aliens are able to do like they're crazy, like different fast type traveling and all that kind of stuff. I feel like ghosts are kind of in a similar, not really like 100% similar, but like maybe operate in a similar field of
Mhm.
dimension, state of being rather.
Yeah. Like I feel like they could definitely be explained as being
Please help me.
like fourth dimensional, as in
Hmm.
like part of why we see them appear and disappear is because they aren't
Oh, good block there.
like,
Good block there.
whereas like us people, like objects and things, like living beings being tied to
Yeah,
the third dimension and everything because we have a physical form. Once that
yeah,
physical form is out of the equation, the spiritual form is something that is fourth dimensional as energy.
no,
And I could definitely see it being a case of like, oh, why do ghosts appear and disappear, or like have these weird visual effects about them, and it could easily be
Mm-hmm.
explained as being they're just fourth dimensional entities and
Oh yeah,
everything.
and
That
like whenever you
if
see those like movement trackers and stuff like that
yeah,
of the recordings, you like
yeah,
it makes out bodies and whatnot. The
yeah,
things that aren't there. It could be
exactly.
Oh,
like
to
right in
get
front
Like
of
that
us.
fucking revive.
like with
God.
those like face trackers and like thermal stuff that picks up on things that aren't there that have like a humanoid shape, and
Yeah.
then they just up and disappear even though they're not there at all, and
Mm-hmm.
everything that could easily be explained as they're just slipping through like between third and fourth dimensions. And that
Yeah.
could also explain for like confused behavior, or like
Oh yeah.
any kind of behavior, like weird behavior at all from a spirit. It's like, oh, it's confused. We don't know why though. And we usually
Mm-hmm.
just kind of associate that with like it's uh just like, oh, well, the spirit doesn't realize they're dead, and
Yeah.
or like something along those lines. Because like
Oh, I'm
scientifically,
definitely dead.
I feel like they're definite, like what the makeup of a ghost, like what is a ghost,
Yeah.
is probably like basically because the human is basically a living fucking battery and
Oh
everything.
Oh,
yeah.
God
Basically.
damn
And
it.
so like I would imagine all the energy that makes up a person
Mm-hmm. Just kind
essentially
of like released
yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
released, but that energy not being able to completely dissipate, it retains its humanoid form but starts to get destabilized. And that's also why you see like very like bizarre and even violent behavior from ghosts. I
Yeah.
would think that's like
Oh yeah. Like
basically
different
them.
poltergeists and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the reason why this ghost is just fucking throwing shit around, it's not because it's angry, it's because it's basically, it's like how like people that go crazy, they just start doing shit for no fucking reason
Yeah.
and everything. It's basically what I would kind of figure is like the equivalent of like a soul going insane, because that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like the body can essentially retain that energy like on and on and on, because what's a common like ghost that you tend to hear about, like as far as like people and everything, like usually it's either like an old lady or like a child
Like a child. Yeah.
and everything. And so like I would imagine and children tend to be like the more active ghosts that you
Oh
see,
yeah.
which this kind of like goes into like the next thing I wanted to talk about was like ghost stories and
Yeah.
everything. Because like
And oh, sorry.
Whoosh.
uh when we were younger, we went on a ghost tour in Savannah,
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, which is the most, if not one of the most haunted places in the U.S.
Yeah.
And on the tour, we went to this old theater, and
Hmm.
they were talking about how the theater was haunted by a little girl, and there was a box full of like buttons, like for like clothes and
Yeah.
costumes and stuff like
Ooh,
that.
ooh, 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 ooh.
Holy shit, there's a ghost of a monkey in here.
Yeah.
But basically she would get into that button box and play with the buttons and everything, and people would
Mm.
either like would full on see her or even hear
Yeah.
her. And like uh my now former stepdad at the time,
Oh, of course.
he was walking with us at one point, and he was carrying my sister on his shoulders,
Yeah.
and he felt like someone small like pulling at his hand or his shirt or his pant leg or something, and he was telling my sister to quit it, and she was confused up on his shoulders and everything, and
It's
then
like, wait a minute.
then he realized she's on his shoulders and looks down and sees her down, the ghost girl down there, giggles and runs off and everything, and he's just like but
Every
like
craze has to have his own, so be careful.
Okay.
but uh but like stories like that is like, oh, the little ghost girl in the button box and everything, but then you have
Yeah.
like really crazy fucking ghost stories
Oh
that
yeah.
are like I'd like to try and think about anything because like I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and granted, like Johnny, like you and I know Johnny,
Yeah.
so like it's kind of like a it's I'm not quite sure how true it is, but Johnny for the longest time he was haunted by a ghost cat,
Hmm.
like literally just a ghost of a cat and
Yeah.
everything, and it's basically essentially he would just see this cat like everywhere he went basically for the longest time, if I'm
Oh god
correct.
damn it.
And then for a while he didn't see it, and then recently, like a few months ago, he saw it again. That's loud as shit outside. I don't know if that got picked up. But anyway,
Yeah.
Help me with that fucking mercy. God
but
dang it.
like stuff like that is like, oh, seeing a fucking ghost cat all over the place, or like
Mm-hmm.
how when I lived in Manila, there was like some really spooky fucking shit that happened there because that town, from my understanding, was just built on fucking graves left and right. Because
I
the
did hear
area
it.
is fucking swamp. But like you hear all kinds of fucking horror stories like online,
Yeah.
but like I can't really fucking think of anything like other than like just common like creepy pastas. But I don't want to talk about creepy
Ooh,
pastas, and it
ooh,
would
ooh.
take a minute to fucking look shit
Damn
up.
it.
That monkey's back.
I sacrificed my life for you, damn it.
Yeah, because like I mean, creepypastas
Holy
are
shit! The ghost monkey is
uh,
speaking.
Damn it.
like
He's telling us about what happened.
like I love them, but
Yeah,
I don't always like
buy into him.
like buy into it. Yeah, because some are believable, but um, I like more the the Reddit stories and stuff that you can get or that you
Yeah.
find, like
Did
the
you hear?
IRL.
Did you hear about like?
That was
Have you ever
dumb.
heard about the local like a local ghost story that we have? Not like
Yeah,
not
the
about not
train
about.
or whatever.
Yeah, the train. Okay, I
Yeah,
wasn't sure
we
if you
were
knew
gonna
about it.
go to that, but then we chickened out several years ago. Remember?
Oh yeah. Kind
Yeah,
of.
kind
Was
like
that with that annoying friend in
I think
college?
so.
Yeah. We were gonna do that, and then we decided
Yeah, no,
fucking not to.
we had those.
Oh, I did too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot what his name was,
yeah.
but yeah, no, we were gonna go do that, and then
Hmm.
we decided not to just because of
Yeah.
getting spooked out. Because me personally, because of how spiritual I am already
Hmm.
as a person with my beliefs,
Yeah, I
I
think it was you that actually
well, that's the
was
thing.
like, nah,
Because
nah.
because
Because we pulled up
the
to it.
that's the thing. The one and
Yeah.
only time, well, I think part of it was also because it looked like it was blocked off by signage and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay, okay.
But like the other
That makes
reason,
sense.
I know part of the reason for it was because the one and only other time we went down that way, JJ and the rest of that group, fucking JJ and I both fucking noticed something following us behind,
Yeah.
but like every time we looked back, there was nothing there. Like we could fucking feel it,
Oh yeah.
and none of us said anything until we got the fuck out of there. But the
Hmm.
whole time going through, I was saying shit. I was like, "Hey guys, I keep seeing something out of the corner of my eye back there, like
Yeah.
following us," and like nobody was really saying anything. And then once we left, JJ actually speaks up about
Oh,
it.
of
He's like, "I'm not
course.
gonna lie, I was seeing something back there too, but I
Yeah.
wasn't saying anything because I thought it was just my mind playing tricks on me until you
Hmm.
fucking said something, and I was like,
Hmm.
fuck." And that's why
Yeah.
we left. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, well, shit. But that's the thing, because, like, so to tell that story, I guess, the local ghost story, because we live in a train town, basically. Like,
Hmm.
our town was built on, like, a famous
Railroad
We
crossing.
crossing
built
of
this
railroads.
city.
Woo.
We built this city on
On
railroad
crossing
tracks.
Ooh, man,
roads.
monkey almost died.
But yeah, no. So it's like two different like railroads crossing and everything for the like main part of the thing or whatever. And the story is that there is an abandoned railroad track that was just kind of like grown over or something.
Hmm.
And in hindsight, looking at that area, there's no fucking way there's a track there. 'Cause like it's a fucking it's basically like one of those spaces between two fields that's got trees, I guess, to
I
block out
mean,
wind.
I could still see
Like
it
I could see
possibly
there
being
being
there.
train
Bro, get
there,
the fuck out
but
of
I
here,
think
you
that's just
thirsty
my
fuck.
mind. I think it's just the common thought of, oh, this clear spacing between these trees makes it seem like something was here that kept the trees from fucking growing.
Yeah.
Or they could have just been planted that way. That and the
Yeah,
trees
true.
all, but it's also the fact that the trees don't go all the way through that spot and then it just cuts to being fields.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, like, what the story is that in that spot there is an abandoned railroad track, and at night, I don't remember if it's like a specific time or not, but at night you can have a chance to hear and see a ghost train coming down where that track was, and if you get hit by the train, you die
No.
and everything. And that was always the ghost story.
It's usually how train works.
Yeah, like, but when you think about it, I think it's just more of a
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, it
to
was just
me,
funny.
like, especially now, to me it just
Smart
sounds like
ass.
something that that you tell your fucking kids
Yeah, to
to
spook
keep,
them.
yeah, to scare them into staying
Fuck
the
the fuck
fuck
out.
off of railroad tracks, when
Oh
literally
yeah.
a don't get on the railroad tracks, you'll get
Good
hit and
job, Taylor.
die.
Nice. Oh yeah.
But the thing is, like, even still, I like when seeing that spot, I get kind of weirded out anyway, just because of fucking
Mm-hmm.
paranoia. But
No,
like,
no.
but that like ghost stories like that, and there's also another local story I almost forgot about. Because for some fucking reason, I don't know why, but several fucking places seem to have a crybaby bridge.
Hmm.
Like in
It's probably because
Georgia,
a lot of
like it,
babies are thrown off bridges.
right, but like
No, I
it,
mean
I
like I'm not being like
yeah,
a smartass, but I like honestly.
yeah, no, seriously, like
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Yeah.
Especially in older times,
Mm-hmm.
like with affair babies or whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like when I lived in Georgia, I think there was like a crybaby bridge around there, and then
We
like
probably should
there's
have
a
done that.
crybaby
Yep, I
bridge.
shouldn't have.
There's a crybaby bridge here somewhere, and
Yeah.
like I think, or no, I might be
Damn
mixing
it.
things up because I might be thinking of, I think it's like the Auburn Lights or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's the story of Crybaby Bridge. I don't know if there's one here or if it's in Georgia or what, but basically it was a bridge that this lady went and threw her babies off of,
Yeah.
Oh,
or
awesome.
babies, whatever, and they drowned and died. And
Yeah.
if you drive your car over that bridge, it will stall and shut off,
Awesome! How the fuck did we win
Ooh.
that?
I don't know, but that was awesome.
and when you go to check your car,
Mm-hmm.
people have reported seeing like small hand and footprints the size of baby hands and feet.
Nice.
Uh, and then with the Auburn Lights, or whatever the fuck they're called, fucking put that in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But I'm just gonna keep using that name that I've been using. The Auburn Lights, my understanding is it's some fucking stretch of road somewhere
Yeah.
that when you're driving down it in your rear view mirror, you're gonna see this one fucking bright ass light that will start chasing you, get closer and closer and closer until it reaches you, and you'll feel a loud slam on the back of your car, and it'll stall and shut off. If you
Hmm.
check the back of your car, you will see two giant ass fucking like big handprints, like a
Yeah.
large man's handprints. And uh that I mean that's basically all I know of the story. But that's from other people's experience, like my mom's experience with that and everything. Like
I
she knew
gotcha.
about, like she had, and her friends or whatever had gone to that area at that point and
Mm-hmm.
everything and had that experience. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that's fucking terrifying.
No.
But like, do you have you heard of any like ghost story? Like we're gonna save like personal stuff for after this, but like,
Yeah.
have you heard any other like stories like that?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's haunted exactly, but I know. There's
Sorry.
one bridge. Oh no, you're fine, man.
Hey,
There's
you can join, babe.
oh, hi Felicity. Um, but there was this one bridge in town, kind of on the like the past the railroad tracks past your house, going that
Yeah.
direction. Um, there's a story I heard talking about that where like before, which is why I'm always kind of cautious to flash my lights at people, because
Oh.
what used to happen um was that if you would flash certain people or flash the wrong person, they would follow you and kill you, pretty much.
Oh, see,
Here in town, yeah.
that's not a ghost story. That is
Well, no,
literally
no,
like
no.
that's a
But
gang initiation.
getting to that, because like there was one guy that accidentally flashed the wrong person, followed him out to a bridge, brutally beat him, and then that bridge later on was closed off. And
Hmm.
again, don't know if it actually was haunted or what had happened with that, but that kind of like tied into that.
Gotcha,
Had to give that
gotcha.
little bit of backstory to get
Basically,
into why.
so basically, like a misunderstanding of a thing probably
Mm-hmm.
led to it becoming a ghost story.
Yeah, yeah.
You
When
have
in all
problems.
actuality, I know exactly what that shit is.
Oh
That
yeah.
is a local gang initiation. That
Mm-hmm.
they will have their initiates, uh, or whatever the fuck you call them, drive around at night with their lights off to
Yeah.
have people like flash their lights at them to be like, "Hey man, your lights are off. Turn your lights on."
Mm-hmm.
And everything. And anyone who they get flashed by, they will follow them and they will uh fucking if I'm correct, they'll fucking kill them.
Yeah.
And that from what I've heard, that is a local like gang initiation thing. And so that's why
Mm-hmm.
I don't first of all, I don't even know how to fucking flash my lights with this car. But even still, I don't fucking flash my lights at anybody
Yeah.
and everything. And if I see someone driving around with their
What?
lights off anyway, I see that as sus as hell.
Are
Oh
you
And I'm
yeah.
are you
like,
having
I'm not gonna
problems?
involve myself with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Babe,
Like, but
Yes, I can't get freaking Overwatch to load.
and especially if someone fucking follows me, I do my damnedest to fucking lose their asses before I get home
Mm-hmm.
and everything. Cause like I had a guy that I'm pretty damn sure was following me, and like, cause like just looking at his behavior, he seemed. Hold on. Let me drink some water real quick.
restart your computer. See if that fixes it.
I did.
Oh.
What's it doing?
But anyway, I Blue, please don't start barking, buddy. Come here.
Glad to bet.
But yeah, no. Basically, I like kept driving, and I eventually went and parked downtown, like in a like a regular parking spot. And this was during the day.
Yeah.
But like I parked downtown, like like he was following me up until the point because I was trying to go home and everything. But I turned toward downtown, like right by for what is it, Skinny J's or whatever, and I
Mm-hmm.
parked over there, and they didn't follow me toward that parking lot, and I was just like fucking good. Because
Yeah.
I did not want this fucker finding my house. Because if he had followed me all the way to my house and he had even pulled up into my yard, I would have gotten out of the fucking car and gotten aggressive just to try and scare him the fuck off.
No.
But and that's the thing. I'm not an aggressive person like that.
Mm-hmm.
But back to ghost stuff though. Like yeah, no, I don't really know a lot of local like ghost stuff other than like what I've talked about
Yeah.
or and
Well,
even
there
as
was. I got another one.
okay.
So back whenever I was doing my, which I think I've told Taylor these
Yeah.
stories, plenty of times. But Back whenever I was doing my quote unquote internship at the church, um,
He saw the ghost of
there,
Christ.
no, uh, but there were multiple times that um, I would either hear or see things that would happen.
Sounds about right for a
Not
church.
really feeling like my mind playing tricks on me. Not that, because of what happened afterwards, knowing that it's real, and everything that had happened. But the
Wait,
first
so
time it
is this
happened,
what really makes you believe that ghosts are real?
part of it,
Okay.
because there was one night I'm just laying there in bed getting ready for bed, uh, watching some YouTube before I go to sleep. The next thing I know, I hear a lot of chatter, a lot of talking, a lot of what feels and sounds like banging down in the kitchen. So you remember where I used to stay,
Yeah.
like
Which
in the kitchen below
already
me.
that is just some like that fucking no.
Uh huh. Yeah.
My ass would have been like, fuck your internship. I'll be homeless. Uh, Look, I would
Yeah.
rather like genuinely. I think I'd honestly rather have to fucking deal with homeless people than have to deal with the spirits.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you.
Just because like
Um.
I at least can understand how to approach that situation.
Yeah.
Like literally, no. Look,
Yeah.
that's some like mysterious fucking loud noises coming from the kitchen in a fucking
Mhm.
church.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
And like while that was happening, I was just because I would always lock the door at night,
Yeah.
and um like I turn everything off when I hear it, and I'm just sitting there listening, and then it kind of quiets down, and then next thing I know, I hear my doorknob rattling, and so I'm
Mm.
like, that's literally terrifying.
Yeah,
So I ended
no.
up calling
Oh, so
one of the.
is this when you called the police that one night?
No, I never called the police.
Oh, that was because of the security system, wasn't it? It
Mm-hmm.
was messing up or whatever.
Well, I say messing up. No, I really feel like it was actually tripped by something.
Oh,
Um,
Usually a little.
because whenever all of that was going on, like I said, I called one of the guys I trusted most in the church,
yeah.
and because I couldn't get a hold of the pastor to let him know what was going on, and he gets up there, and then whenever he's there, we kind of look around, we do double checks and everything, and thinking maybe it was a break-in.
Right.
Absolutely nothing. Nobody anywhere. Doesn't look like anything had been opened, unlocked, or anything like that.
Right.
Like no doors were open, no doors were broken in. Everything was normal, which is really odd. Um, and so whenever I go lay back down again,
Thank
uh,
you. You saved my ass.
trying to sleep again and stuff. But next thing I know, a few hours later, I get woken up by police,
Oh.
and because apparently the alarms had gone off again,
Oh.
and so from who knows what, because again, nobody was there, nothing was there.
Hmm.
So something had set the alarms off again, and still really feel like it was some kind of spirit, but
Right.
that
Shoot
I
that.
shouldn't be up here. Thank you, appreciate that, Alec.
But like, yeah, no, like,
But
especially
that
for
was
there
yeah.
not to be anything like in disarray in the kitchen, especially because you said you heard loud banging and shit.
Yeah, and the because with that and loud banging, talking, indistinct
Yeah.
chatter, I couldn't make out of anything. And whenever I would be just down in there, there was always like uh, weird feelings, feelings of dread, feelings of just nothing good, And thank you.
Hmm.
I mean, you can even ask Taylor because she's experienced some of those things too.
Oh yeah, because that's around the
Um,
point when you started dating, wasn't it?
no, we started dating in 2015.
That was
Uh,
2016 then, wasn't it?
no, it was 18 roughly,
Really?
17 into 18 roughly.
Really?
Yeah, because
That
I
doesn't.
remember because the reason I remember is because I'd already played and beaten Breath of the Wild at my grandparents' house, and then
Watch out.
while I still lived there, and where the balls of this guy go? There we go. And then Destiny 2 had already come out as well before I ended up moving in there, and I lived there while or whenever Forsaken came out,
Huh. I
and that
guess I
was
just didn't.
18.
I guess I just
Bitch.
didn't realize how long you'd been there.
Yeah, yeah.
But but yeah, no,
Um,
that shit's fucking terrifying.
oh yeah, and like that's not even like the last little bit of it
And I
because
feel
that had
like,
happened multiple times.
and I feel like all churches, not the chicken restaurants, obviously,
Hmm.
but like, but hell, who knows? Maybe even the restaurants. But like all churches give me weird fucking vibes. I don't know if it's just
No.
because Christians in general tend to make me uncomfortable. Just
Mm.
because like for the most part, I know that them just looking at me because like I don't try to hide my fucking beliefs.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the most like religious person. Like I'm actually very
Oh,
fucking
come
lax.
on.
Yeah.
Like I'm more
Really? That fucking
spiritual than
Hanzo?
religious. Being like I believe in a lot of like supernatural like if you said this shit to a logical like science person, they'd be like you're full of shit. Like I
Yeah.
believe in like that kind of stuff, like energies and stuff like that, obviously, as you
Hmm.
know. But
Oh
like
yeah.
when it comes to like tying it to, oh, there's a fucking
Jeez, come this way.
person on another
Okay.
plane of existence that fucking did all, no, like I fall back on pagan beliefs, of course, and have my beliefs in like gods and goddesses, but at the
Hmm.
same time, I'm just like I'm more on the vein of like believing this shit all happened somehow naturally
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh,
But
no.
but the thing is like
Oh,
it's
I'm definitely
not
dead.
only on that regard of like, being in a place where like obviously there's gonna be people there that have like this negativity aimed at me, but the thing is
Yeah.
it's those places of gathering themselves that you can just feel the negative energy just
Oh yeah. Yeah,
stagnant
especially
in
with
there.
that one and a whole bunch of other things with that.
Yeah.
But um
Because, like, even at the church that you had your wedding at, that small one,
yeah.
like, that
Yeah,
one
that
even,
one definitely was a little off.
like, okay, so I wasn't the only one that fucking felt
Nah.
it. Because,
No,
like,
definitely
me,
not.
like, the second I stepped in there, I was just like, It's like that feeling of stepping in, like, water while you're wearing socks.
No, no.
Like, that's how it felt like to step into that church.
Oh yeah.
But, like, and usually, like, the bigger the church, the less fucking comfortable I am.
No.
Like even like it's like a scale of like the bigger it is and the older it is, the less comfortable
Hmm.
I am. But that
No.
just goes with like buildings in general because those tend to just be haunted anyway.
Yeah.
But but the thing is like that church from what I can remember that you went to,
Hmm.
like
God
that like I
damn
remember
it.
being up there in the like attic or
That
whatever
was
where you were
terrible.
in, like where
Yeah.
you were staying and like even though like it I remember that feeling like the most comfortable, the most safe, but I think it's
Hmm.
just because that was the only part of the
Oh
whole
my
fucking
god.
place that was counterbalanced by your
Gotta
own
gather.
like good
Come on.
energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
But
because
like,
like it was there, in
yeah.
the main building itself, and then also in the main building
But
there
and
was
oh yeah, sorry.
no, you're fine. There was another instance. Well, shit, that had happened. While I was walking around one night, I can't remember if it was. I think it was the night that I was moving out.
Yeah.
Um, but I remember looking into the sanctuary and then just seeing a shadowy figure
Nope.
standing around the
Nope.
pulpit,
Nope. Nope.
just watching
Nope.
us as we were
Nope.
moving things and leaving.
Sean
Nope.
Valley.
Oh god
And
damn it!
Nope.
I feel, like crazy at times talking about it, but like
No. Like
after getting it confirmed by my brother as well,
like
like it
having
was,
someone else go, "Oh, you saw that shit too?"
yeah, that's where it got like even more real. I'm like,
That's where
I'm
that
not
shit
crazy.
gets the most fucking terrifying. Cause
Yeah.
like when multiple people can be like, "Oh yeah, no, I saw that shit too. I was just too fucking
Mm-hmm.
scared shitless to say anything and everything." But like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like between that and the doorknob, like, cause the sounds from the kitchen and
Hmm.
everything.
But I was the only one there too. That's the crazy
Right,
part.
right. Like
Yeah,
being
middle of the night.
yeah, being up in the attic and you like if it was like loud banging noise or like noises and everything,
Hmm.
personally I'd probably be like, "Oh, they might have like a rat or something." And
Yeah,
everything.
no,
Like
there
you
there was banging noises, but it was more than just that.
yeah. But
Yeah.
the fact that you heard chatter, you're like, I could be
Mm-hmm.
tired because that's the thing. I'll just be laying there sometimes or just sitting there or something
No, that's what she's.
and I
Okay.
will hear like an audibly like in my vicinity sound, not
Yeah.
loud or anything, but like
Well,
no
this isn't
louder
good.
than like us talking and
Yeah.
everything. And you'll usually be like a word or something for a second,
Hmm.
and I'll just kind of go like, what? And like look around.
Yeah.
Or usually like when thinking, I'll be like mid thought, like talk, essentially just like thinking of something, and one of the words I'll hear outside of my head, like audibly as if we were like as we are like talking right now. And
Yeah.
then I'll like notice it and try to replicate it but can't
Oh yeah.
and everything. Like I have that kind of stuff. Essentially, I guess that's like auditory hallucinations, I guess,
Yeah.
but like never to the point to where it's just fucking distant chattering.
Yeah. And
And
like that was
like
the crazy thing too, because like it wasn't just one voice. It was just it
a
sounded like
bunch.
multiple, like, and it was just completely indistinguishable, but I could
Oh,
Right.
hear
damn.
it,
And
and like it was just
because of the location, how it sounds like it was like audible and loud from your
yeah,
fucking
from where I
yeah,
was.
from the room you were in up in the
Yeah.
attic and everything, that just makes me feel like that couldn't have been someone breaking in
Oh
just
yeah,
because
no.
for one, that's so the fact that it sounded like a lot of people,
Yeah.
and two, like I can understand breaking into a place with multiple people, be like, come on, we're gonna try and find like their fucking worship stash or whatever the fuck it's called,
Yeah.
the oh, offered a little bit of a donation for the Lord or whatever. Like,
Oh, that was never kept in the church.
yeah, that's what I
The
figured.
only things that were ever in there would be like instruments and stuff that could be
Right,
traceable if sold.
right. And so like for one, like break into a church, I would expect like maybe a homeless man, just because
Hmm.
it's just like, oh, he just wants somewhere warm to stay, or something like that, or cold,
Yeah.
depending on if it was summertime. But like for them to make that much goddamn noise,
Yeah. And
like
then that
that
wasn't the only
that's
thing
yeah,
too, because
that
like,
because that's where I'd be like, there's no way in hell that's an actual person making that much
hmm,
fucking noise.
yeah, and like, because there was two times that I was woken up um, by police
Yeah.
from similar situations. The second time I didn't hear anything, but I was just woken up by them, by the alarm being tripped.
Yeah.
But there was another time where Taylor and we were out in the gym and we were cleaning, and I think she might be able to explain the story a little better if you want to take it from here, Bo.
Talking.
Huh?
Oh, I'm talking.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. About remember
Yeah.
whenever we were cleaning out in
Who, me? Who, me? Do I get to talk? Yes. Did I have my hand raised and I didn't know?
You have been
but
called upon.
remember whenever
uh,
we were out in the gym cleaning by ourselves?
at the what gym?
P1AG.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you want to tell
Oh,
everything
the
that, yeah,
ghost story.
yeah.
Okay. Um, so yeah, so we were out cleaning. We had to do something like some kind of we had some kind of event or something. I don't really remember what, but we had to go out there. Or no, it was like something we had to go clean or whatever, part of chores, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And we were out cleaning, and I had to go clean one of the rooms or whatever, and it was just kind of spooky looking, like kind of ominous. I didn't like being. I just felt weird being in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, whatever. So I get done cleaning and we're going to shut lights out. And there is a figure. There's a figure standing
Nope.
in the room. Like we see like a shadow part. And I looked at Kevin, was like, is there somebody else here that we didn't, because I was thinking, oh, maybe somebody else is here to clean. He goes, nobody's came into this gym. I was like, then what the fuck is that? And it,
Mm-hmm.
and he saw it, and he's like, I was like, I think it's time for us to leave. I don't want to be in here no more.
Fucking
And so, I mean, that's
no.
about it. I mean, I
Gods.
don't know.
Gods,
I
I
thought, well,
just
maybe
fucking
something's
hate
kind
that.
of like shining in there or whatever.
Yeah, no,
But
that wasn't anything just shining.
Yeah,
that
no,
church is
like,
haunted,
Yeah.
though, for
Oh,
real.
buddy.
I fucking hate that. Like, the whole just like, is there someone else supposed to be here? No?
Yeah,
Why?
no, no.
Then who the fuck is that? And you just like
And
that
then
is
who
a
the fuck is
like in
Jerry?
in a fucking then who the fuck is Jerry?
Sorry.
That's fucking great. I'm gonna have to steal that. But no, fucking, cause that like in a horror movie, that's when you get the fucking jump scare of the ghost isn't
Mm-hmm.
there anymore, and then they fucking tackle you from off screen
Yeah.
or some shit.
And
But
that's
like,
that's the other thing. Like, I don't think that they can like fully grab you and actually
yeah,
mess with you. They can mess with things around you, but for some oh, that was you, Justin, sorry. But for some reason, there's just something that prevents them from
like I don't
like
know,
actually doing physical
cause
harm.
like you say that, but then you have uh uh former stepdad's story
Hmm.
of
Well, that's
like
not really physical harm though.
yeah,
Like,
but he was I think it's like they can't physically touch your like
you're
being.
you,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like kind of like how Uraraka's like float powers work. It's like
Yeah.
she can't do it on like organic shit, but she can like do objects, so she can manipulate
Hmm.
clothing,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
But
kind of
like
in a similar
yeah.
manner, yeah.
But at the same time, I've heard stories of like shit like that of like
Yeah.
people just like in like really haunted fucking places and everything like the
Hmm.
haunted hotels, people getting like their ankle full on grabbed and yanked toward the edge of the
Yeah.
fucking bed and shit. Like actual shit, not just movies and
Oh, yeah,
everything.
no, yeah.
Like they like I feel like it just depends on the spirit because like with
Oh, yeah.
that one was just being a fucking creepy fucking bastard, but there
Hmm.
was a clear intent of
Harm and not harm.
well, I feel like with the one with the church ghost, I feel like that clearly wanted to interact.
Yeah.
Like like in the instances where you fucking saw it, it was just watching,
Hmm.
but there were other instances when you were alone where it was clearly trying to do shit. Like it
Oh,
was
yeah.
making a noise in the kitchen to get you to try and fucking go down there, or at least to try and wake you
Hmm.
up. And then I think when it realized you were fucking awake, it was trying to open your fucking door.
Yeah.
Like to me, the scariest fucking thing was the shaky doorknob. Like
Oh, yeah.
at that point, I would have fucking called police myself.
Yeah, no, that point it was the scariest thing, I would have to say.
Cause like that'd be like me laying in here and then my fucking doorknob starts to fucking shake or something. Like if
Yeah.
someone's like rattling the doorknob, even though I don't sleep with my door locked.
Hmm.
Like I don't think any of us in the house lock our door. The only time the door is locked is when someone's using the bathroom or showering,
Yeah.
or if it's the front door and the back door and everything.
Like all that, I always make sure my doors are locked.
Yeah,
Well,
same.
like
You
I
never
don't
know.
keep my bedroom door locked necessarily, mainly just because I don't have any reason to keep anybody out. I keep
Wait,
my
are you
Mhm.
just talking like inside the house?
yeah,
or
in the
with
inside
doors,
the
or
house,
not
yeah.
like the
Like
actual
the
house coming
yeah,
to the door?
yeah, like the outside doors,
Okay.
like the front and back door. The back door always stays locked because that bitch is a pain in the ass to lock back and shut back and all that.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
we keep that one locked, and then we try to keep a habit of locking the front door just
Alright
because
then.
we live like right down the road from downtown where there's always a bunch of crackheads. Like we live in a part of town where like crackheads
If
are in
you,
walking distance, and we just don't want people to just walk up into our fucking house. Like
oh,
it's bad
exactly.
enough. Like I think today we had apparently my mom and sister when they came over, they had seen a guy like peeking into the neighbor's house that had just moved
Hmm.
out. Or what? Or I don't even think they were peeking into the house. They were like looking around it and everything. And they said that they were there to mow the lawn for a Mrs. something. I can't remember. And it was not a
Interesting.
name that mom recognized because they know mom knows who rents out the house next to us.
Yeah.
And the only people that and that house is supposed to be going under renovation by her by mom's boyfriend, and they're the only fuckers that are supposed to be messing with that house. And so
Hmm.
mom was like, "Hey, if you see anybody poking around, kind of scare them off."
Yeah.
But like, so we keep our
Man, this team's annoying.
we keep our
Mm-hmm.
doors locked, and we even have like those custom little like gates to the side yards
Yeah.
because we don't really have like we have a backyard that's not really fucking properly fenced because that fence is just fucked.
Yeah.
And then we have the newer gates that we had put in to kind of like jury rig against the fencing that's there that's not fucked to kind of keep things out and everything. And I usually try to keep those gate doors shut as a way to let me know if something or someone has gone back there because
Yeah.
I'll see that the gate was fucked with, which I forgot to shut the gate on one of the sides, but still like because it's not like there's stuff in the backyard that we don't want stolen because we keep our
Mm-hmm.
lawnmower in the house for that fucking reason.
Yeah.
But
Already fucked up. I fucked up. I fucking
but
fucked
we
up.
personally just we've had shit stolen before, and like we also just don't want people fucking around our house.
Oh, exactly.
But like
Nobody does.
but yeah, no, like back onto the whole thing. Like I don't like lock any of the doors inside unless it's like bathroom for literal privacy reasons in that regard. But
Yeah.
even if I'm in my room with door shut changing,
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that faro.
I usually change like at the closet with the closet door open, and so like no one can see. My blackout curtains keep that window covered anyway.
Yeah.
And so like I don't even lock my door when I'm changing in my room. But like the thing is usually people knock before coming in
Mm-hmm.
anyway. Because
Whenever, like, one of the biggest things I think,
yeah,
like with me and Justin, the way or reason I think we lock our stuff all the time,
yeah,
and no matter what it is because we've lived on our own before,
yeah,
Hmm.
like a lot, and it's just like if someone starts knocking on your door inside of your house and you're the only one that lives there, something's not right.
right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like I got some
But
other person
but
here
at the
that
same
shouldn't be here.
yeah.
time, I don't worry too much about because like my brother's a heavy sleeper, JJ's a heavy sleeper, but he also
Yeah.
has weapons.
Mm.
Uh, and Cameron, although small, will definitely wake up JJ. But
Yeah.
like the thing is, I don't worry too much about locking my bedroom door because I have Blue.
Yeah.
Even though he is a small dog, he is the perfect fucking alarm system because he could be dead asleep, but the second he hears gravel crunch, the
Oh
second
yeah.
he hears like something that's different in the house
Mm-hmm.
and everything, if like the door starts to open, hell, if you knock
Yeah.
anywhere, he's going to start losing
That's
his
all I
shit
can do.
and
Oh
everything.
yeah. That's
And
what
like
Oliver
even if
does.
he hears that someone starts opening that door, he's alert, and if he doesn't seem to instantly recognize what's on the other side, he will start
Yeah.
losing his shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't worry. That's part of why, when the time comes when I don't have Blue anymore, I will probably get back to locking things all throughout the fucking house and be paranoid all the fucking time.
Hmm.
Because uh, even when we first got Blue, I was that way. Because I would get up in the middle of the night to make sure the doors were locked, and I would check that like repeatedly throughout the fucking night, just because I was so goddamn paranoid and terrified of that kind of thing. But like in the context of fucking ghosts, fucking my personal experiences,
You're fucking
which I think is
ghosts.
what
No, no, right?
what
Man,
You're fucking ghosts. Wow.
man,
I would.
makes sense. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Makes sense.
In the context of ghosts,
Oh,
I
that's
have
yeah.
personal
That makes more sense. Okay.
experiences that
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure spawned the like compulsion of the obsessive compulsive disorder to
Yeah.
get up and check the fucking doors almost every night, which was me living in fucking Manila. Uh, because that town, I swear to you, is haunted as shit. The
Yeah.
vibe of that whole fucking town is just off. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like I remember being in the house that I was in, looking at the window and seeing a figure on the other side. Uh, and I mean that's as far as that went. Or it was not that I saw something, it's that I felt
No.
it. And
Gotcha.
it was just really fucking weird. But the scariest fucking thing of that, oh, I also remembered
Mm-hmm.
another local ghost story. So I guess I'll do that one first.
Yeah.
Have you heard of
Shit.
the
The Muffin Man?
local Wendigo?
The Muffin Man.
Even though like
Sorry.
anybody that that seems to know more about that kind of shit will say that there's no way in hell we have a Wendigo around here.
I mean, I could see it out in the country.
Yeah.
Having one of those here, or even skinwalkers,
Yeah.
or
Like I'm more on the
different things
belief
like
of
that.
it could probably be a skinwalker than
Yeah.
a
Ghost
Wendigo,
Skinwalker.
especially going off of the description of this thing. But
Mm-hmm.
JJ has told me about this, and he has experienced it with two other people in the car with him. They
Yeah.
were out driving on I think it was a back way to Jonesboro one night, or something along those lines. And uh, it was like on one side it was just trees, the other side was like a rich neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and they see this thing that was very tall, very skinny, and and had like a deer skull head with antlers
Yeah.
cross the street. But the thing is, this thing was so tall that its head was kind of shadowed because it was taller than what the fucking street lamp was.
Damn, I
Oh
wish
wow.
we were attackers. God damn it.
And like they see this thing show up out of fucking nowhere in one step into the road, one step off, and then disappear in the tree line.
Huh.
And they were all fucking terrified
Yeah.
and everything. And not only has JJ seen this thing, but on a separate occasion, Brittany had seen it too,
Hmm.
going that same route even.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, never take me down that fucking road at that time ever. Because I will be scared fucking shitless.
Yeah.
But that was another local one. But now back to my personal experience I've had. I think I've told it before. But I was at Lee's house, or rather his stepdad's house, now late stepdad. But
Yeah.
I was at his house with a couple other friends, and we were playing kickball or something in his
Oh, man, that's
backyard.
not
And
good.
this is probably like a 20, 30-foot square backyard,
Mm-hmm.
with picket fencing and a like small shed in the corner.
Yeah.
And so like the back of the house, so to picture this in your head, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
this square fenced in backyard that has if you're facing from the house, like so the back of the square is the back of the house.
Yeah.
The front left
Bro.
is where you have the shed, and between that shed and the house is a gate, like a
Hmm.
big gate, and then like a big picket fence gate, but still. Then on the uh, right half, you
I can
have
just hear so much.
on the right half you have on the same side of the house is a smaller gate that leads into it as well and everything. But it's like on where basically the side of the house would be is where that gate is. So it's in line with that wall.
Gotcha.
But you have this big square backyard, and we're all playing kickball. I'm closer, if I remember right, I was closer to the shed. Lee was closer to the front gate, and Kat was closer to the house. And I think the other person there was probably Tylor, but I don't remember. But he was off on the same side as Lee, I guess. But basically,
No.
I'm there on that side closer to the shed. And mind you, this is probably like a 6-foot tall fucking fence.
Hmm.
I see this tall, slender, dark shadow silhouette walking at like a brisk pace on the opposite side of the fence, so outside the backyard,
Oh wow.
behind Lee,
Yeah.
and everything. And you see from the bridge of the nose up over the fence.
Dang.
Yes, and it's walking at a brisk fucking pace, like
Yeah.
basically just a whoosh whoosh, like fucking, like if you're ever fucking pissed and you just start fucking storming through a fucking hallway or whatever, like
Hmm.
that kind of a fucking pace. But it was very
Gotcha.
like fucking like stiff movements too. So like
Yeah.
basically just kind of picture a fucking Enderman.
I gotcha.
But I see that on the opposite side of the fence and I go, and it makes me fucking
Really? She
nervous.
can lunge that far? You
And
fucking
then
kidding me?
we're playing a little bit
Stupid.
and we change positions and now I'm closer to the house, Cat's by the shed,
Hmm.
and out of the corner of my fucking eye, I see it walk across the fucking yard between myself and Cat towards that other gate,
Oh wow.
the big gate, and
Yeah.
everything at the same quick fucking pace. And then after that, I fucking talked to Lee about it. I'm like, did you see that shit back there? And he's like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
And everything, and it was so goddamn fucking terrifying.
I
Just
can imagine.
mainly just because of the fucking height of the damn thing, and it was
Oh
just this
yeah.
tall fucking shadow figure. And like,
Oh my god.
I absolutely fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to turn a fucking light on.
No, you're good.
Why you no turn on? What the fuck?
Jesus Christ. Alright, we're gonna fuck all that, and then we're gonna go and do arcade and do some fucking payload
Is
mounts.
that
Jesus
not plugged
Christ.
in? What the fuck's going on?
Man, what is up with everybody being so damn
Well,
sweaty?
I
It's like,
have no idea.
it's like they're playing this for their
insane.
fucking life.
Yeah.
They don't win, they're gonna die. Get fucking
Mhm.
murked. That's so stupid.
Anyway,
Feels like.
but yeah, no, fucking, like aside from that, I've had like minor fucking experiences of like, chills and then seeing shit. I have the fucking the train thing of like JJ and I both fucking seeing the same damn thing and going, nope,
No. No, no, thank you.
and everything.
Hey,
But
buddy.
like,
Go to
other
bed
than
here,
that,
bud.
I've really not had a lot of fucking experiences.
No.
But usually I tend to be very fucking like sensitive to that shit. So like if I fucking feel something, if I'm like something don't fucking feel right,
Yeah.
usually it's best to follow my fucking judgment.
I got you. Yeah, no. Are you good, dude?
But like
What's going on?
he's
What's
saying
up?
it's been an hour.
Dude, how you know those things?
He look at clock.
Yeah. Buddy, not yet. We'll go to bed here shortly, okay?
But yeah, no, fucking that's pretty much all the stories I got.
Please.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you got others.
I think that's all about that I can think of right
Yeah.
now.
But yeah, no, fucking
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I really
Turn
like
back, Steve. Fuck.
I really do kind of live by these kinds of things.
Oh
And
yeah.
like,
I'm so sorry.
no,
Oh,
you're
boy.
fine. But genuinely,
Oh yeah.
I do have like these moments in my life where I've
Well,
had
that
these
was amazing.
experiences,
Yeah,
and
I know, right?
they definitely do affect me. And I'm like, they
Mm-hmm.
kind of guide behavior, which I would imagine anyone would have. But
Oh yeah.
like, I tend to be very like, especially like if I go to a cemetery, I'm incredibly careful not to try and step on spots where I think people are buried, just because I'm paranoid of angering the spirits and everything.
Um,
Like I don't want to like anger them or upset them or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, they're supposed to be resting. Like
Yeah.
they don't need any like kind of thing like that.
Oh, exactly.
And like typically any place where I would imagine has like is a place where, you know, dead bodies or like where spirits could be, I tend to get
Mm-hmm.
the weird vibes from like churches, graveyards, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And usually I'm just completely on fucking edge. And like, especially after hearing stories like yours and
Oh
everything,
yeah.
like me personally, I wouldn't have fucking stayed in there after that. Like, I would have been like, nope, fuck you, fuck this fucking church. I'm not, no.
Yeah.
Like, I am not gonna fucking be here. And the thing is, I would be willing to fucking bet that the pastor would have been like, none of that shit's fucking happened.
Mm-hmm.
Or he would have been like,
Yeah,
you're
it
only
was.
experiencing these things because you're a sinner.
Yeah, it's kind of similar things along those lines. That's great.
And it's just like, no, your shit's fucking haunted.
Yeah.
That is not a spirit of the Holy Ghost. Or
Mm-hmm.
it's like, that is not the Holy Ghost. That is something terrifying. And
Yeah.
that's the thing too, is they are definitely like drawn to like energies, especially
Oh
negative
yeah.
energies and everything. And so like you have situations, especially if you like fucking talk about them, that tends to attract them.
Mm-hmm.
So, fucking R.I.P. in peace.
Mm.
uh, but like genuinely, like a place like churches where there's just gonna be a lot of fucking negativity. It doesn't
Mm.
surprise me you have
oh my god.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like it's just this it's just this like I really fucking hate those experiences because like I am
Yeah.
absolutely fascinated by like the idea, but at
Oh
the
yeah.
same time, like you've seen how we are in Phasmophobia, like that
Mm-hmm.
shit clearly terrifies the fuck out of us just
Oh yeah.
just because we've had experiences with spirits or the supernatural or whatever anyway.
Oh exactly.
And so like it is beyond just like no, I do not want to fucking handle any of this kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
And like me personally, like those people that are like, "Oh, I want to go stay at the haunted hotel or whatever." And I'm like,
Mm, fuck you don't.
I do not want to do that, but you go have
Mm-mm.
fucking fun.
No.
Because that's the thing. Like they're going for the haunted experience and everything. Like me personally, I just wouldn't
Fuck
fucking go.
off.
Like I would rather deal with a Motel 8 than
Yeah.
fucking any haunted bullshit like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's part. It's even part of why I like if I were to get a house, I wouldn't even want something that's big.
Yeah. That's why I like our size. It's like perfect.
Yeah, like I've hit a point to where I'm basically like I don't want multiple floors. I honestly don't want an attic or a basement. Like I don't like the fact that this house that I technically have or the house that I'm staying in
Yeah.
technically has an attic.
Yeah.
Oh, get that bitch. God damn it.
Sorry.
Nah, you good.
But it's like a crawl space, and I hear shit in the walls
Woo!
and the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
But not bothered too much by it because I know, that's just fucking like rodents and shit probably.
No.
Like the squirrels or like
Am I
raccoons
fucking
or something.
lagging? Hello?
I
Hello.
think so.
But like I don't want to be in a fucking big
Oh,
ass
mistakes were
house
made,
or
mistakes were
anything,
made,
especially if
mistakes
it's
were made.
older, just because I don't want to have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Pissed off some people.
Because like
Mistakes were made.
to me, like I don't, and like I just get unnerved by like when like before JJ and Cameron moved in, I
Hmm.
honestly did not like going into the back room where
No.
that was mom's room because like it was so empty and quiet that it just bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like imagine having like multiple fucking rooms that are like that in a house.
Yeah.
And because you had to kind of keep you had to fucking upkeep, you don't you end up having to go in all those fucking rooms anyway. And
Oh,
if
exactly.
you have shit-tastic memory like me, you're like, did I shut that? Or like, because
That's
essentially
what I
at that
got.
yeah at that point,
Cheese, I
I-
Yep.
can't.
Yep, it's fine. I don't know why I just continued to run at the Hanzo.
like at that point, I would like
It's okay.
have to be sure to keep all the fucking doors shut. And so if
Yeah.
any of them are ever open, that's when I need to panic. But yeah, fucking
No.
any final thoughts on this? Like any final like stories or tidbits?
Shit's real. Don't
Shit,
fuck with it if you
yeah,
don't know what you're doing.
shit's real. Definitely don't fuck
Um,
with it. That's
like
Don't
if you
take it from Ronnie Radke. Don't mess with Ouija
Hmm.
boards.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt here,
No,
but
no, you're good. What's up?
speaking of ghosts and everything like that, we should all
Yeah.
play Phasmophobia.
Oh,
yeah.
hey,
I'm
yeah.
ready. I'm ready for it to be on console. I know it comes out this month, but I don't remember what
Oh,
the
it
date
does?
was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I said that to you, didn't
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way Taylor
Yeah.
can play with us and
Yeah.
I thought it was
enjoy
already. Oh, Taylor.
the experience.
But yeah, no, we definitely need to
What's
play
up, my gay dragon boy?
Phasmophobia. We definitely
Fuck.
need to do a video on it too, and
Oh, yeah.
have Caleb and I in VR.
Yes, yeah, that would be a blast, and even Justin possibly if he wanted to set it all up.
Yeah, because the thing is, for me, I'm definitely gonna try and record it in VR.
Yeah.
As nausea inducing. Thank you. Inducing
Thank
as
you.
that would be,
Thank you.
probably. I actually don't think so because I don't really fucking
Oh,
like,
God,
move
jeez, you
around
got-
too much.
Oh
You're dead.
shit.
I'm dead too.
No.
But yeah, no, I
But
definitely
yeah,
feel
no, definitely do that.
yeah, not tonight
Mm-mm,
necessarily.
mm-mm.
I don't think because you said something
No.
about going to bed.
Yeah.
But we definitely need to do that,
Oh, for sure.
especially because I have like 2 fucking thumbnails made up,
Hmm.
made for fucking Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
But Ghost real, as far as at least 2 of us are concerned. Uh, don't fuck
3.
with them. Oh, 3?
Tyler.
Oh yeah, Taylor. Uh,
Shit, I missed every
I,
single
I'll
one of
be
them.
honest, I didn't remember that she had said. Uh, I remembered her story. I just didn't take from it that she actually.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I didn't
There's nothing I
take
can
from
do.
it that she
I
believed.
just accepted my fate.
But yeah, no, like 3 of us here definitely fucking believe
What about you,
they
Allied?
are.
I don't think we asked you yet.
Uh, not really much. I have. There's one story when I was a kid, but I don't
Oh.
remember. But supposedly, when it comes to Hispanics, usually
Mhm.
tend to believe about those type of stuff
Mhm.
a lot.
Yeah.
But supposedly when I was a kid in our old house or apartment, um, supposedly I used to be scared of something.
Huh.
Huh.
Nobody knew what it was,
Yeah.
but it was basically just to the fact that it was some sort of spirit like scaring me.
That does
And
remind me of another fucking story. apparently, from my mom's account, as a kid, she would hear me like giggling and laughing and everything in the back bedroom in our house in Georgia, and she'd go
No.
check on me. And the second she opened the door, I would spin around angrily, look at her, and tell her, "Mom, you scared Papa Harry away." And she would also smell the very same cigarettes that he would smoke in that instance.
Mm-hmm.
And so apparently, even as a fucking kid, I had a strong like thing with spirits. But yeah, apparently, as a kid, my late grandfather who he had met me at like he had seen me as a baby and everything before he had passed away. Uh, but he would apparently play with me when I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever mom would go back into the room, it would apparently scare him off. And but the thing is, she could always tell when he was in the house because she could smell because nobody smoked in the house.
Yeah.
Uh, but she could smell the cigarettes that he'd smoked whenever he was there, and that's how she knew he was there visiting. And it was really kind of crazy to hear about that
Yeah.
and everything. But that tends to just be a typical thing with kids anyways, that they had those strong like sensory things,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
kids
That is
and
normal.
animals.
Oh, so I don't know if you saw this,
Mm-hmm.
Cheese, but
Yeah.
there's a Fortnite did a collab with Jujutsu
Jujutsu,
Kaisen.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I saw that as
yeah,
well.
maybe tomorrow we might. I don't know. I'm like, it looks so
yeah,
good. Like
yeah.
it actually looks so good. Just like, my wallet.
uh, they also got chairs, but to be honest, the chairs look like shit. I don't they don't
Chairs.
for Secret Lab.
Oh, I
The
didn't
chairs
know
don't.
Fortnite had
No,
Secret
no,
Lab chairs.
no. Sorry, Jujutsu Kaisen
Oh,
with
okay.
Secret Lab. Sorry, I should have said that.
Yeah, I knew they had like Attack on Titan, uh, Demon Slayer,
Yeah.
and other
The,
stuff. I've looked at the Secret Lab chairs, but I've heard like mixed reviews. Like some are great, some aren't.
oh, I love mine.
You got one? Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, I love mine.
Gotcha. I also haven't been willing to fork out $700 for a chair yet.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Tis is, sir. Tis is.
Yeah. I mean, they look amazing, but I'm just like,
Eh.
I don't know about that just yet.
I bought this one in 2020, so
Oh, yep.
yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, no. I think I think we can wrap this up here.
Yeah.
Uh, what do you want to do next week? Even though we might be fucking lying to the audience.
God damn! What the fuck was this bullshit?
I guess if we have Lee with us,
if we have Lee, we can do that other
We can
back
do-
seats back.
yeah, we could do the boy band topic.
Yeah.
But if not, do you want to do aliens as promised, or are we gonna fucking do something else?
Since we did kind of spoopy stuff this time around, let's do something else. Kind of space it out, save aliens for another.
Yeah,
That way we can, cause like that one I really want to go into, cause that's a deep topic,
yeah,
just like this one was. But that's deep.
yeah.
Take a card up your ass, babe.
What?
I don't know. I just
Whoa.
shot a ring in her ass.
Whoa, whoa.
Heyo.
No, I tried. I'm so sorry.
You're still playing Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
But,
What else would we be playing?
I
But
don't
yeah,
know
no,
if
we'll-
anybody's
we'll-
noticed, but we're getting our shit fucking kicked in right
Just a
now.
little bit. Yeah, just a tad bit. I don't know how to play Brigitte.
you
Somebody
just
goes in,
you
yeah.
just hit people.
I did. It didn't work.
You're not
And every time I'd bash them with my shield, I'd get knocked down too.
you're not doing it good enough.
Apparently.
don't you know that's the whole thing with Overwatch. You just gotta
Just gotta
fucking
do it good
play
enough.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no. That will be it for this week. I hope
Yeah.
you all
Gotcha, bitch.
enjoyed and do the likes, do the whatevers if you
The
want
subby
to.
subs.
Yeah. Uh, be sure to follow Caleb at Cheesebuff Gaming YT and myself at Ghost of the Crowd or Alec Ghost of the Crowd. And stay cheesy, stay spooky, and we'll see you again because you haven't heard the last word.
Bye.
Oh.
Bye.